My name is Jamie Andrews, and this is the Qrevo Master. It is a step up from the Qrevo MaxV I reviewed a few months ago, offering a few additional features and a higher price tag of around $1,600. The Qrevo Master shares some upgrades with the S8 MaxV Ultra, and I've just released a comparison video that you can find in the description below. One of the standout features is the Flexi Arm, a swing-out side brush that easily reaches into the corners. The powerful 10,000 Pascal vacuum motor and dual roller setup are also impressive. The cutting disc on the roller cover effectively cuts and removes hair that can build up around the axles. The mopping system remains unchanged from the Qrevo MaxV, featuring a swing-out mop for edge cleaning and the ability to lift 10 mm when encountering carpet. The object avoidance system, Reactive AI, also remains the same, consisting of an RGB camera and structured light sensor, with an LED helper light for dark areas. The dustbin, located under the new fully removable magnetic lid, is slightly smaller than the S8 MaxV Ultra at 220 milliliters. It's even smaller than the one found on the Qrevo MaxV, which was 110 milliliters larger. The Master includes the Hello Rocky voice assistant. The assistant responds to your voice commands. Hey Rocky.
I'm here.
Wash the mopping pads.
Okay, let's start washing them off.
Hey Rocky.
I'm here.
Stop drying.
Drying stopped.
Hey Rocky.
I'm here.
Start drying.
Drying stopped.
Hey Rocky.
I'm here.
Begin drying.
Drying stopped.
Hey Rocky.
I'm here.
Dry the mopping pads.
Okay, let's start drying.
The dock is largely unchanged from the Qrevo MaxV model, offering 140-degree hot water mop washing, 113-degree mop pad drying, and auto emptying. However, detergent injection is still exclusive to the S8 MaxV Ultra model. One new addition is the self-cleaning dock tray, which helps reduce the frequency of dock cleanings by using powered wipers to push debris towards the filter drain. Unlike the Dreamy docks, these wipers are powered by the dock itself and not the robot. You can also easily remove the wipers for cleaning or replacement. I tested the claim of 140-degree hot water and only measured a temperature of 121 degrees. This is slightly higher than my previous test on the Qrevo MaxV dock, but not significantly. I measured the temperature at the water outlet before it reaches the pad. During the heating process, the dock consumed around 1,330 watts of power and 11.5 amps, which is consistent with the other Qrevo docks. I also tested the drying process and found that the mopping pads and the newly designed dock sink were completely dry after just 2 hours. As with all Qrevo models, the auto-empty process effectively empties the full dustbin. The sound level of the dock during an auto-empty cycle is around 70 decibels, which is the same as the Qrevo MaxV, and it's one of the quietest docks that I have tested to date. Moving on to the robot test, and let's start with the carpet pickup test, where I scatter 54 grams of rice on medium pow carpet and set the vacuum motor to Max Plus mode, which unleashes all 10,000 pascals of suction power. The Qrevo Master was able to pick up 52 grams or 96% of the rice, which is consistent with other Qrevo models that I have tested. On tile, I placed 130 grams of cat litter and again set the vacuum to Max Plus mode. The robot was able to pick up 121 grams or 93% in a single pass. This is a decent score and slightly better than the Qrevo MaxV. For the mopping test, I used baked on hot sauce on my tile floor and sent the robot out for 2 passes in deep mopping mode. I never used detergent during these tests. The goal is for the first pass to rehydrate the stains and the second pass to remove them. The dried up stains are common in kitchen and dining rooms, and you might want to consider pre-treating them with water before mopping. The Master was able to remove around 90 to 95% of the hot sauce in this test. Here's what the mopping pads looked like after the test. I then placed the robot back on the dock and washed the mopping pads, and the results after were quite good. Roborock was a pioneer in object avoidance, but it has been relatively slow to evolve the technology. I test all of my robots for object avoidance on carpets, as I find it to be the most challenging environment for robots with dedicated object avoidance hardware. In this test, the Qrevo Master got too close and bumped into the sock, shoe, and unfortunately the fake animal waste. It also failed to detect the cord. I decided to run a few more tests. For the animal waste, the results were mixed on carpet, as you can see in the video here. On tile floors, however, the robot was able to detect and avoid both samples of fake waste, maintaining a safe distance. As for cords, the reactive AI system just struggles. You can almost forget about a cord avoidance on carpet, and even on hard floors, the results were inconsistent. This is why I conduct all my tests in my home and not a lab. I have cords running across my floor just like many of you, and this is a real problem that I wish Roborock would address. I did test the Flexi Arm Swing Out Side Brush and found it pretty effective at cleaning coffee out of the corner of my room. I should also mention that on balanced vacuum mode, the robot generates around 60 decibels of sound, and when boosted to max, the sound level increases by only 5 decibels. Moving on to my pros and cons, and let's start with the cons. The biggest drawback for me is that the dustbin at 220 milliliters is relatively small, which might be a problem if you have pets or carpets. Unlike the 330 milliliter dustbin on the Qrevo MaxV, the shorter filter design can cause the dustbin to fill up with hair, leaving open spaces and reducing its effective capacity on the ends. You can enable high-frequency emptying in the app, but it only works in vacuum and mop mode and only after 30 minutes of cleaning. While it's not ideal, I guess it is better than nothing. Object avoidance still needs improvement, especially on carpets, but that's true for the MaxV model as well. The hot water mop washing also falls short of the claimed temperature, which is disappointing, but yet again the same problem exists on the MaxV. I'm not entirely convinced of the benefits of the cutting blades on the dual rollers. The blades designed to cut hair off the roller axles aren't very effective and still require maintenance. While they may help reduce hair buildup, I prefer to clean them manually to avoid potential issues. Finally, the side brush still hasn't been able to reach in areas other than corners, even with the clean under furniture option enabled in the app. Alright, now for things I like about the Qrevo Master. And like all Qrevo models, the Qrevo Master offers excellent cleaning performance, both for vacuuming and mopping. It outperformed the Qrevo MaxV in my hard floor pickup test, and unlike the MaxV, it can effectively clean in the corners of my room. Many people will appreciate the dual rollers on the Master, which might be enough of an upgrade for some. The swing out mop is well designed and avoids bumping into furniture or riding up on floor moldings. Even though Roborock increased the vacuum power, I found the robot to be very quiet, as was the dock operation. Roborock has one of the best apps in the industry, and they offer many great features on this flagship model. Let's not forget the dock design, which I've praised since it was released last year, and it's still impressive here. And the self-cleaning system is a nice addition, although its importance might be debatable. As for the Rocky voice assistant, Roborock has since addressed the issue of it responding to general conversations in the room or the TV, which is good news. I want to conclude this video with a few important points. If you're considering the Qrevo Master over the Qrevo MaxV, you should ask yourself if having dual rollers and a swing out side brush is more important than a much larger internal dustbin. It's odd that a more powerful robot designed to clean better has a smaller capacity, but I understand that they had to make space for the additional features. This also highlights why I never blindly recommend a robot to people. I want to provide you with the facts and let you determine what is and isn't important. If you're considering the Qrevo Master over the S8 MaxV Ultra for cost savings, I recommend you watch my comparison video linked in the video description. And I want to thank each of you for watching this video. And if you've not already, please subscribe to support my channel, which brings you consistent, unbiased robot reviews. Take it easy out there. Bye-bye.